Okay, so I wanted to give you an evaluation on this property here, and what we're looking at here, just to give you a rundown on this property, built in 2004, 1649 square feet, lot uh, 19 by 21 garage, and main floor is 724 square feet, a little bigger on the upstairs, 925. So let's have a look at everything else. Okay, so what I did was sold in the last 6 months that were detached, that were 2 stories with a double attached garage in Tuscany with 3 bedrooms. Okay, we come up with results of. Let's look at this as in terms of square footage. Okay, so I organized it in terms of square footage. 1629 is where we're going to start. So we got one here. It sold for 622. It was 1572 square feet, so a little smaller. Had a finished basement, and this was sold in April 4th. So listed at 615, had multiple offers, obviously 622, and so they're recently renovated here. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it backed on the pathway, which is pretty nice, but it was a north backyard. Okay, so this plan is not very popular. The reason is because it's got a formal living room in the front. Okay, so it's an older style. Okay, and then it's got the back area. This style of kitchen is not as popular because, of course, as you probably realize, it's smaller, doesn't have the island. So it's a good location. Looks like it's got a main floor laundry. And the older style, I don't think this has a bonus room either. So I wouldn't qualify this as being one and the same. Even though it has basement development, it doesn't have a bedroom. It just has a bathroom, and it looks like it's a polished concrete floor, like a etched floor. That's it. So the location is definitely good, but I wouldn't, without the bonus area in it. So let's see, it doesn't have a bonus room. So they got the basement there in this one. So that's not a very good comparable, but still 622 for that without the bonus room. Now this one's got a bonus room, 629. This is probably as close as it's going to get. So it sold in one day, listed at 589. It sold in May 5th. Okay, it had an unfinished basement, and so now we can see that they listed this property at 599, knowing they would get competing offers, because this at 589 got competing offers. Built in 2005, very similar time built. Come in, they come to the angle, and you go upstairs. It does look like it has 9-foot ceilings. The kitchen area is okay, so it's a little bit, it's not quite as connected as this house is. Like the floor isn't as, the area isn't as symmetrical as this one is. Let's go back and look at this one again. This has got vinyl, that's vinyl siding as well. It's got the lighter hardwood, which is not as popular now, of course, if we consider that to be out of style. It's got that shag carpet that Sela hates. The bonus room is smaller. If you notice, we go to this one here. Let's look at our bonus room here. I like this plan better, actually, even though the ceiling height would have been nice to have. Let's look at our bonus room. See, the bonus room is vaulted. They took a terrible picture of this bonus room. This makes it look much smaller than it was in person, as we understand, right? So, yeah, this is the bonus room in this one, so no vaulted ceiling. It's smaller. Here's the ensuite bathroom. No, I don't think the ensuite bathroom is as good. See, it doesn't have a the one you're looking at has the makeup counter. This also has the smaller shower, and they put the closet in the master bedroom. This was the ensuite bath here was only a 2-piece, so it didn't have a tub. That's a big addition to a property. So this is a lesser home than the one that you're looking at. There's your backyard. So they did. So this one has a covered patio, which is part of the house, and so it's okay. But honestly, it's which way does it face? It faces south, so it has a north backyard, which is not as good either. So it's 610 on this one. So this is definitely better than this one. Okay, here we go, 1632. Here's our second one up. So 1632 square feet, but it was a walkout basement. It sold for 695. That's sold on the 9th. So a fully finished walkout. I wouldn't compare walkout because, well, it's finished as well. So without the finishing, it'd probably be about 660 without the finished basement, maybe 650. They do get more money for the finished basement. That this tells you though that 700,000 for a home with similar square footage. Here's one. This is a finished basement, and this one is older, so it's a 1998, and it's got no bonus room. So that's the front area. So this is that older style again, right? So it's got that front living area, and then they did put new kitchen cabinets in, a new backsplash. It's a nice house. Got the pebble backsplash. It's on the circle. But again, no bonus room. They did do some new vanities here. Nice basement though. And that's sold. It's a nice house. Front faces east, so it had a west backyard. 631. So that's a little older style. What's our location look like? Okay, so backyard it's a lesser property in a way that the backyard is smaller. So it's fairly wide to the front but narrow to the back. So it has a little wee backyard. And it's on a corner. It has some side yard. They got an RV there. And I do like the fact that the kitchen was redone. Ceiling heights look like those are still 8-foot ceilings, right? They're not bigger. It's a nice house. The main floor was the main floor was bigger on this one because it didn't have the bonus room, but it did have the finished basement. 631, and that was in March. Here's one 1697 square feet. This has got a bonus room and a fully finished basement, so 668. Okay, remember I said about finishing the basement? So we can see here that finishing the basement didn't get them much, right? Because probably, let's look at the inside here and let's see, what year was it built? 2003, similar age. Oh, I was in this house. You wouldn't look at this house. You'd walk in and walk out. It was terrible. So, like, okay, one thing that you probably didn't notice from looking at this picture, where's the living room furniture? They're supposed to have living room furniture here, right? But it's tiny. See? They only have a couple of chairs over here. That's the main floor, okay? So they put this big island in, and this place is so. I showed it to another buyer. We walked in and we looked at it and we walked out. A nice patio in the back, but my client was not interested in it at all. And it was like, it looks good in photos, but the main floor, we just didn't even bother spending any time there. But it did sell for 668, right? And it did have a little bonus room on it. Now look at the bonus room size. So the bonus room, 13 by 13. Let's look at this one. 14 by 13.8. So it's a foot bigger each way, and we knew that because we knew it was a little bit bigger. I guess a foot isn't a huge thing, but it felt bigger. This one sold for 650, 1720 square feet, a little bit bigger. 20 by 20 garage, or 21 by 20 garage, built in 05, finished basement for 650. So this is 7-foot ceilings again. They bought nice new granite counters in it. It's a nice bonus room. But a finished basement, right? This one faces west backyard. Oh, north backyard. I think this one has a nicer. The one you're looking at has a nicer backyard than most. This looks like the kitchen. I don't know if the kitchen was redone, but if it was built in 2005, it could be original. But for $650, you got the finished basement. And so, like, let's go back. Like, the point is that if we go back, we really can't find anything as big. See, look, I'm gonna go down to 1358, and we got 1358 square feet selling for 621 in April. It's all renovated, but look how tiny it is. Somebody bought all these renovations. All they did was, the ceilings are 7. They put a new kitchen in, they put new counter, and they made it nice. This is kind of what I was talking to you about doing with this house, right? All they did was they basically put new doors on the cabinetry and had it painted, put new nice quartz countertops in it, put nice appliances in, did the flooring, and the flooring is just a plank floor. Kept the carpet. Look at the dollars they got for this. For the finished basement, they got 621. It was only 1358 square feet. Here's 1410 square feet. They got 580 for that. 1410, no bonus room. So it looks like, I don't know about this island. It's weird. Well, they put a nook around in there, so I see what they get. So that's kind of their dining and their nook area. And then they got a dining, and then where's their living room? No, that's okay. It's a bit small. It was decorating. It's all decorating. And that's the basement. It's just decorated nicely. Smaller house. 1410 square feet, 580. 576 on this one. 1500 square feet, no bonus room again. So there's no way that this one fits. Okay, so look at our finishing here. Like, it's all original, right? And it's not nice original. It's like 98 original, 576, 1550 square feet. And then we got to this one again. So, I think they're asking the right price for this house. I think our best comparison might be this one at 610. But this one had a north backyard. It had the flooring color wasn't as popular. Kitchen design definitely not as popular. There's a little space between each side, and then they have, the only thing good here was that it had a higher ceiling. And that the bonus room wasn't as nice. So this one's got south backyard, which is beautiful. It's got a better patio than this one does, because remember, this one had a little wee covered patio, right? And there's hardly any trees. So, this property here at 625, 630 is okay. It is at the maximum 630. It's got a south backyard. It's got a little bit bigger bonus room. It's got a little bit better plan than some of these homes. And remember we talked about the master suite on this one? The master suite was, I think it just had a tub and shower. Well, it had a 3-piece, so it's had a shower with no tub. And that's a big thing. So that means that the master was smaller. See, they had the closet in the bathroom, and then they had a little shower here, and then it had a 1-person vanity. See, so this isn't nearly the ensuite. So easy to see, like 15 to 20,000 higher than this one, right? Just because of backyard, layout, and master suite. That's where I'd go with this.